Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day. This episode is massive. We will know by the end of this episode whether or not we have a chance of playoffs, or if we're looking to be a little bit more ambitious, title winning aspirations. We will find out by the end of the episode. But first, everyone's favourite part. Regen Day has been and gone, so let's go and find out if we've got anyone coming through that's going to be a superstar in our side. Here we are then, welcome back, and we're going to start off with the most important part of today's episode, and everyone's favourite part in FM. It's Regen Day. Now, before I do get into the players, there's obviously a few things that I do just have to say. Just because we are so far down in the leagues, just because a player that has come through has a really, really good star potential. So if you look at Vladimir Tomic, he has a 4.5 star potential. This doesn't necessarily mean he's going to become an absolute world beater of a goalkeeper. The star potential at the moment is just relative to the league that we're in and the team that we currently inherit. So he can potentially be as our best player in the team if he progresses correctly, and it's the same with Andrei Pavan and the rest of the guys here. It's all relative to the team that we currently have. That's why I don't want anyone getting it mistaken that we've got an absolute world beater on our hands in Vladimir or Andrei Pavan. But enough of that. Let's get into the exciting stuff. Let's start off with Vladimir Tomic. So we only have 2 players that have come in today's Regen Day that are promising, that have significant potential, that could potentially come into our side in a few years' time. The first one and the best one is Vladimir Tomic, a 5'10" goalkeeper. Now, from initial reaction, he looks okay. He's not going to be anything special by any means, but considering he's only 16 years old, he has obviously plenty of time to develop. And the things that are sticking out initially is the eccentricity of 1. I really, really like that. I don't like any of my keepers having high eccentricity, just because it means they're going to do something absolutely ridiculous at some point. And I just want my goalkeeper, especially at this level, just to keep clean sheets. I don't want him passing from the back. I don't want him doing anything stupid or ridiculous. I just want him to goalkeep, nothing more. Just do that, Vladimir, and you'll be perfect. But as I said, this guy's looking decent. Hopefully we can... I haven't actually signed him yet. I have offered a contract offer already. Hopefully when he signs a contract as well, I'll be able to develop some of the weak points in his game. The first one being first touch. He only has first touch of 4. So that's going to be something that I'm going to train him on for quite a while at least, to try and get it to the 7s, 8s or maybe 9s if we're lucky over the next few years. But Vladimir Tomic is our best regen to come through this year. Let's move on to the next guy. Okay, so the next guy we have is Andrei Pavan. Now, this is the first time I've actually seen Andrei, so a 15-year-old Italian. From first looking at his attributes, he's not looking promising at all. I thought he would be a lot better than what he is, considering he has 1.5 star current ability and 4 star potential. But this guy's probably not going to be anywhere near my first team. The goalkeeper, at least, has some good stats on his side already, only for 16 years old. So he's going to be someone that has the potential to come first team. But I can tell you now, Mr. Andrei here doesn't have a chance. And I'm very disappointed by him. I thought he'd be a lot better. That crossing and dribbling immediately puts me off. 1 flare, 5 off the ball, 9 decisions, and he's relatively slow as well. So he's definitely not going to be anyone we're going to be looking at in the next few years, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry, Andrei, but you're going to have to leave the Köln house. You're going to have to leave, mate. But that's Regen Day done and dusted. Done and dusted. There's a few other boys here. The only other one I'd say is probably Mike Bride. Not great once again. The only person that I'm probably going to be focused on is Vladimir Tomic over the next few years, because I think he has good potential to become something. But overall, considering it's our first Regen Day, it's a mixed one. I think that's the best way to say it. It's a mixed one. I think, as I said, we've got someone good in Vladimir, but the rest of these boys, they're not anything special. But enough of Regen Day. Let's look at the current situation in the league. And it's looking juicy and it's looking interesting. Obviously, today we have Ingolstadt at home, and they're currently in 2nd place. and we're currently sat in 6th. So there is the potential for us to get into them playoff positions, or maybe automatic promotion if Ingolstadt and Braunschweig have an absolute nightmare of a final month or so of the season, which is looking unlikely. But the big thing for me is that we've got such a massive gap, and I said this in the last episode, we've got such a massive gap between 10th and us right now, which is really nice. 10 points overall, so we'd have to lose 3 games between now and the end of the season for Bayern to even have a chance of catching us, or the rest of the boys below them. But I'm ambitious. I'm an ambitious man, I like to think. I'm a confident man as well. We're going to be aiming for that playoff position. We're only 2 points off, and we're only 4 points off the Ingolstadt and Braunschweig. So there is the potential for us to get up there. But this match against Ingolstadt is not going to be easy by any means. But we are going to jump into our schedule. Obviously, the last episode we played Braunschweig, where we battered them 3-0. They didn't have a chance. And since then, we played 5 games overall. It's been relatively mixed. 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. So we are going to go through each one of these games now, just to give you a little bit more specific overview of what happened. Okay, so the first game after last episode was unfortunately a 2-1 loss away at Kaiserslautern. Kaiserslautern being obviously one of the big teams in our league, so we can't really look at this with too much disappointment. Considering we pretty much dominated the entire game as well, you could probably label us quite unlucky not to get at least a point. We had more shots on target, and 54% possession against their 46%. So we actually had the better of the game overall. They got their first goal straight after half time. I think it was like 17 or 18 seconds straight after the break through Christian Kunwetter. They then doubled their lead through Dominic Shad. We managed to pull one back 17 minutes from time through Manuel Junglas. But as I said, you can't really be too disappointed in this game. Away at promotion challenges, we can't really look into it too much, but let's get on to the next game. We lost this one, let's see if we can bounce back. Okay, so the next game we were at home, and to say I lost my absolute marbles at the specific game would be putting it lightly. We lost 3-0. We lost 3-0 at home against a team that was around the relegation zone, so I was absolutely fuming. I'm not going to lie, there's not much that can be said about this game. I just don't know what went wrong. Like, our players just didn't turn up. There weren't any specific players that played really poorly, apart from maybe Michael Seaton up top. But there was just something about this game. We just couldn't do anything with the ball. We just didn't have many chances, and Zwickau were just clinical. Fairly even game overall, as you can see from the stats. 14 shots to their 12. We had more shots on target, but they were just able to be clinical with their chances. 54% possession to their 46. I think this was just a really unlucky game to have. But it was very disappointing. At this point, I was slightly worried we were going to go on a little bit of a rut and lose quite a few on the trot. But we were thankfully, we managed to get a win straight after this game, and that's what we'll go to now. An away game against Unterhaching, a 1-0 win. So thankfully, we got ourselves back on winning ways, thanks to Sven Kreyer. Unfortunately, Kevin Hotzweller did get injured in the 67th minute, and thankfully that wasn't too long term. So initially, I was obviously very nervous that we were going to lose one of our best players, but I think it was just a few days, like a bruised ankle, something silly like that. But a 1-0 win, this was massive, because as I said on the previous game, I was really scared we were going to go on a massive losing streak and drop down that table quite significantly. But I'd say we were probably quite lucky to get the win here. I think Unterhaching can probably look back on this game and be like, how did we not get a point from it? Fairly even game overall. We had the majority of the possession, but overall shots, they had 12 to our 9, 5 shots each for each team. But they definitely had their chances in this game. They definitely had, some good chances to get themselves level, potentially even win the game. But thankfully, we managed to hold on. I did my typical thing of time waste, play for set pieces, all that malarkey. But we managed to get ourselves on winning ways. And the next game was against home. It was at home against Chemnitz, a 2-0 win. And going on a bit of a winning streak now again, hopefully. It's been the story of our season, right? We've been inconsistent. We've been winning, losing, the odd draw in there. So we started this potential win streak with 2 wins on the trot, the second win being against Chemnitz at home. Dominic Lanus and Stephen Lorentz getting the goals for us. Once again, even game overall. We managed to get a goal early on, which sort of put the momentum in our court, and we managed to hold on and double our lead 26 minutes into the game. And then for pretty much the rest of the game, there was no chances. There was no chances pretty much throughout the entire first half and second half. So this was I don't want to say this was a comfortable win, but Chemnitz could have made it a lot harder for us, put it that way. So then the final game was away at 18-16 Munchen, so they're in 18th. So I was expecting a win from this game. So a 2-2 draw. We took the lead through Stephen Lorentz in the 17th minute. Then they pulled one back through Felix Weber. We then got another one just before half-time through Kevin Holtz-Weiler. They managed to pull one back 20 minutes from time through Stefan Lex. This was definitely a game we should have won, 100%. Holtz-Weiler getting man of the match as well. But this was a disappointing result for us. This was definitely a game we looked at and we're like, yeah, we can get 3 points and that'll push us up the table. And if we had won this game, that would have put us in... So that would have actually put us in third. Now, going into this game against Ingolstadt would have been a lot more comfortable if we were already in the playoff positions. But unfortunately, we do have to get 3 points from this game if we do want to continue our ambitions for playoffs or automatic promotion. Now, as I said, Ingolstadt in second. Now, in terms of our squad, Michael Junglas, what was his injury? I thought it was just a bruise. It was... so it's just a tight groin. Okay, so I was right. So it's just a tight groin. So we are going to go into this game with a pretty full strength side. Apart from Sven, we are going to put Michael Seaton back in the side. Everyone's pretty fit other than Michael. And hopefully Junglas can see out this next game so he doesn't get injured again, which would be an absolute disaster. But what we'll do, we'll get straight into the game and I'll see you in just a second. He's in, boys. He's in. Vladimir Tomek has signed a youth contract with the club. Fantastic stuff. I have put him in the first team already just so he can train with all the lads. And now in terms of sort of like focuses and roles, I'm just going to train him to be a normal goalkeeper for now. And we are going to train a specific focus as technique, I think. That's what we're going to focus on. We're going to put him as double intensity as well. Unfortunately, Vladimir is not going to be making his league debut in today's game. This is a game we need to win, and I'm going to say it now. I think this game is going to have a major impact on whether or not I do a massive episode in the next episode with 3 games for an end of season finale type thing. If we get a win here, it's definitely on the cards. But if we lose here, I'm going to probably say that our promotion and title aspirations are over. But here we go, boys. Let's get into the game. Michael Seaton's lacking in match fitness, but this is a game you are not missing, Michael. And the teams are getting ready. And Ingolstadt are playing a 4-4-2. We're going to go for our traditional 4-2-3-1. We're going to the dressing room. Go out there, enjoy yourselves. No pressure, boys. You do need to win, but no pressure. Let's go. 3 points. Do it for me, boys. Okay, so 10 minutes in, there's no chances to speak of, and there's not actually been any shots. Oh, no, we've had one shot. Now Ingolstadt have had another. But 20 minutes into the game, nothing's happening. Their striker is struggling a little bit. Once again, we are having the better possession, but oh, there is a chance. Let's just turn down that speed a little bit. It's a little bit too fast for my liking. Now, this looks like it's going to be a chance for Ingolstadt. Juicy on the right-hand side, he's going to put that in, and he is. And what a save from Messenhauer. Wow. Point-blank range from, I'm not too sure who took that shot, but what a save. Manuel Neuer's in our ranks, apparently, boys. Blimey. We're going to get a chance here. Paulson, no. So, first chance goes for Ingolstadt. It's not looking good. Coming into half-time, still no goals to speak of, and what a boring half that was. Wow, that was I could have fell asleep. Literally could have. You wouldn't have noticed. The boys wouldn't have noticed if it was like this. But going into the dressing room, although I said to go out and enjoy themselves, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy at all with the way they've been performing. So everyone's motivated. Can you at least show it on the pitch then, please? Okay, chance. And it looks like it's going to be for us. We're going to play from the back here. Dates. Don't lose this, mate, please. Okay, good ball out to Hotsweller. Is he going to go on a magical run? He passes it back. Yates again. Junglass. Is he going to play out to the wing? He is. But it's a poor ball. Oh, God, they're going to counter. Oh, God, tackle him. The striker's through on goal. Oh, you idiot, Yates. You absolute muppet. Oh. Oh, no. Lars, you've let me down. You've let me down big time there, mate. I mean, Wunderlich is going to have to come off, I think. And thankfully, we do have a centre-back on the bench. Oh, God. 25 minutes from time. We're one man down. We did not need that. Lars, you're getting fined so much money, mate. You may as well give me your entire piggy bank at this point. Clown. Absolute clown. Now, this just made our game 20 times harder. I'll accept the point at this point. Oh, God. They've got another chance. I don't think we've actually had a chance in this game. Thalhammer, love the name. Thalhammer, it's good. It's a good tackle. Junglass, is this going to be a magical moment? Playing through, play Michael through. Don't go all the way. Don't go all the way. What happened there? Right then. That was strange. 15 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's make some subs. See if we can do a impact sub here. Handle. There's no one here that's sort of like pointing the obvious out, so to speak. I don't know what I was looking for there, word-wise. Words are difficult. Simon Handel's going to come on for Hotsweller, I think. And there's not much more we can do. I think we're going to run at them a little bit more and work ball into the box. This could be absolute suicide for our boys, but I think going at them a little bit more, they won't expect it. And hopefully we can catch them off guard a little bit. But we're racing towards full time here. And a point won't be a disaster. And it looks like... Maximilian Thalhammer. It's a last minute goal. It's a last minute goal. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Are you kidding me? Are you? Oh, boys. No. Why? Why? Oh, why is this put in the league? So, I mean, it looks like other teams have messed up around us. I think Uerdingen and Kaiserslautern didn't do anything. I don't think Wurzburg did anything either, right? Kaiserslautern lost. Uerdingen lost as well. Braunschweig lost. Wow, okay, so it is still on. I mean, it's frustrating that we didn't at least get a point. If we would have won that, it would have been massive. But unfortunately, we didn't because Yates decides to be an idiot. I mean, we're not going to appeal because it was clear and obvious. He did a last-ditch tackle and didn't get the ball. Right then, so where does that put us? So it's an interesting scenario now. Just because, although we lost, we are still in the hunt. That's the thing. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to play up to Grobbersbach. And if we're still a few points away from playoffs and promotion, we will play all three of these games for like a 30-minute, 40-minute special it's probably going to be. But these games against Hal, Uerdingen and Meppen are massive. If we lose any of these, I'm going to say we're not in it. If we win all three, the next episode is going to be a massive one. But obviously, we're coming to the end of the first season here at Köln. So I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. All of you have been liking it, commenting. I can't thank you boys enough. Thank you so much. And girls. But boys and girls, thank you so much. It's really, really appreciative. Obviously, it's my first series on YouTube, initially coming from Twitch. So I do hope you are all enjoying this. But that is going to be the end of the episode, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And is this first season going to be magical? It could be. It could be. I'll see you next time.